Well, I just acquired this new to me anyway, Comet 466 American Flyer. I got a headlight when I did the power to the wheels, and that was it. So I thought, okay, I'm going to have to remove the shell to see anything. So I got the shell off. And it's typical, there's not a date code on here. There's a few marks. It's been apart a few times. You can see some scrapes on the inside and some wear and tear on the outside. The nose has got some boo-boos on it, and some of the decals aren't so great, but it's okay. It's respectable. So I get it apart. I look it over, do an inspection. The brushes are in good shape. The armature looks fine. E-unit is in place of the second drive, which is always sad, but that's where it goes. And I did a test on it, and I could get the E-unit to fire by coming down here and touching the input leads to track. So that tells me we probably have a dirty wheel, potentially. Then with no E-unit, I ground the E-unit and touch it to the outside brush, and the E-unit fires. So the E-unit will stroke, but it wasn't bringing any power. So then I just touched the output and the ground on the red line, red wire, and the motor spins in one direction, and it spins quite smoothly. So I can reach in and touch things and make things work, but as a system they don't function. That's typically corrosion. So I'm going to have to do a disassembly and clean, and then reassemble with lubricants and see if that'll bring this old boy back to life. And if it does, then maybe we can try it on the track. Now, it doesn't have any sound. It does have a headlight, and that's about it. It's a single drive. It does have pull mores, but they're probably roasted, dried. I'll see what I can get done with it. I did have another engine. I did a first run. I didn't even videotape it because it ran. Where did I put it now? Oh, it's right here. This thing, it's 303. It just took off. Smokes, lights. I took it off of the tester to check something, and this front tender just came off. Just literally just fell off. And what's happened is the rivet has pulled through. Now, this is repairable, but in order to do that, you have to disassemble the entire tender. You have to take it down to this bare piece of metal. Take the reverse out, the lead weight out, take the cover off. You have to pound this rivet back through, which ruins the rivet, of course. Then you have to reset a new rivet with something behind it to hold it, and then you have to swedge the new rivet over, making sure that it's grabbing onto this plate properly and gripping the truck underneath, and then you test for continuity to make sure you get power. If that's the case, then this is a very smooth running 303 as is, with smoke. Chuff and smoke, even at low speed, it seems to have pretty good operation. I'm just tempted to not even touch this, just see if anybody would like it. It's a good engine. My 300 AC, which I've rebuilt, I put reverse in the rear, so I need to cover that opening there. The reverse used to stick up here. I took it out and I put smoke in. This one has smoke and reverse, and a little bit of a blank firebox. It doesn't have any light for fire, but it just has the firebox in there. It's in good shape. When you run these two, this one rattles and clanks. This one just sort of hums. This metal gives it a lot of bass, and it just makes it a lot more stable, I think. But he's in okay shape. He needs that rivet done, and I think the diesel needs cleaning. Now, I missed another first run I wanted to do, but I didn't, on this boy. It's a made in China American Flyer. It doesn't say it's made in China, but I just have a hunch it is. But at any rate, it's a later model, like a 60s. It's really plastic, real thin. not the best, but we did get it. I don't have the thing on. We did get it to function. We had to restring this, we had to bend this, we had to adjust this, we had to bend this. A lot of itty bitty stuff that we had to do in order to get this to function. But we did get it to work, and it will pick up those logs and dump them in. I do not have a log unloader car, but I need one. Then I'd be able to unload and load as an operation. I may try to find one if I can get it cheap enough. I also had a bell that I did another first run on and had very good success with that. The lights flash and the bell rings. I also have this diesel horn. It's not really a horn. It's a buzz. I don't understand it, but it does look like it has a horn-like thing. It says diesel roar, but I can tell you it's not a roar. We'll just have to play that by ear. I think I can do without that, or maybe I'll put get a sound chip. Maybe Tim Coe knows where we can get some sound chips like that. And I did get my old semaphore mark. That was pretty cool. All right, wrap this up, get back to work, clean these wheels, see if I can get this baby to run back on track. Later.